All right. I was trying to get having some weird stuff going on. I'm not really sure what. Sorry about that. Kind of some weird stuff going on with the thing this morning. Is my microphone working? Yeah. All right, so we did start off the week pretty good. Started off in the green this week. Last weekend we had like 3 straight red days. It was pretty rough, which we went into the week knowing it was going to be rough, so we do have a little bit of news this morning. Let me pull that up real quick. Let's see. Let's see. We got S&P Global PMI this morning. What's that? 25 minutes. So what? 9:45. I think all that comes out. Shoot. What's that? 9:50. That means we're probably not going to have to be careful trading this morning, guys. What's up, Momo, bro? Last week I did get. Last week was felt like a rough week for the inside bar, but last week was kind of an off week, so I try not to count it so bad. I did take the inside bar yesterday, and I think I just took the 10 points, even though it just kept going and going and going. I try not to count last week just because it was rollover week and FOMC. So last week was kind of an exception. So a lot of people are getting chopped up last week. I think I had 3 straight red days last week. I think I'm still in the red. I haven't really made back my profit that we started off with from last Monday because we were a little bit over $3,000 in this account and it knocked us back down to 52. Well, actually, we were actually down to 52,000 like 800. So we lost about $200 last week between those 3 crappy red days. And that was also mostly with that 5-minute inside bar. But yesterday I took that on the 25K just so that kind of get a little bit more like trust back into it because it has been winning like 4 out of 5 days a week for most part. But we do have 3-star news today at 4:40 or 9:45, and I guess President Trump speaks this morning at 9:50. So just got to be careful this morning. You know how the market is. Anytime President Trump speaks or Powell speaks, all they have to do is say something positive or negative to kind of send the market in some crazy direction. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, the rollover week, just because everybody was divided. I try to be super careful during rollover week. Like my first experience from rollover week, this has been over a year or two ago. And I told myself for a while I wouldn't even like trading rollover week because it just seemed like I would just get destroyed because nothing would work. It's like nothing. Like you would just get chopped up. So now, anytime we have a rollover week, I'm just super cautious. Yeah, I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all last week we were red on our account. So, but I think my biggest loss was like $90 though. So it's not like I was taking big losses. If the one trade didn't work it out, we didn't try to get it back. We just accepted the red day and moved on. Because I don't want to end up blowing this Bulenox account since we're like $500 or $600 away from payout, basically. So I'm going to accept my small red days instead of digging in the hole. And this other Buley, we still need 1,600 for payout. Then I got my Apex account that I still need to get, what did you want to call it? 5 trading days. 4 more trading days of $50. Hopefully then I can get a payout with them because I got denied on my payout with them. For some rule I broke earlier this year or end of last year. I think I oversized one. It's either I oversized or I let the account draw down too much. I think I'm just going to approach this morning just like we did yesterday. We had to wait almost a whole hour before we got the 5-minute inside bar. And we're probably going to do the same thing today. Because I said because it seems like anytime I try to trade that first 30 minutes, that seems like that's where my red comes from. Now we will try eval. But for the funded, we're going to be super cautious. We got to make sure all the conditions are right before we take that trade for that first 30 minutes. Because it just seems like most of my red days always come within that first 30 minutes. And if you're looking at the charts now, if you like to follow EMAs, I mean, basically this right here is just a prime example of where you get chopped back and forth. You stay in a kind of an idiot box anytime your EMAs are just stacked like this. Because right now you got your 9, your 20, and your 50 all just kind of stacked. So definitely need to get a little bit more separation. Let's see. Might just be a good morning to watch charts, listen to some music, drink some coffee. May even go get another refill. Oh, you did the 15 minutes? See, I haven't been doing that one much lately. I know Solo and Solo's sister, they take that 15 minutes, I think, almost every day. See, I've never taken much of that 15 minutes on my funded accounts, though. A lot of those little trades that y'all see me taking most of the time, those are just, to me, my eval setups, if just for practice. I have very, very few setups for the funded accounts. Most of my funded trades come off yesterday's open and close, the 5-minute inside bar, and maybe every now and then if I feel like we're about to have a nice bull flag breakout. Yes, just the first inside bar of the day. So I can go over here where find yesterday's. What do we got? 3 minutes. So the first inside bar was actually right here about 9:30. It was this one here. So this was the inside bar print about 9:30, and that was, I'm not sure if that was the 15-minute opening range. That might have been the 15-minute opening range too. Looks like a 15-minute opening range retest. Like I said, I only took 10 points out of this trade, and it ended up going up like 50 points. So we definitely left a lot on the table on that opening range yesterday. And that's really the key. You really got to catch those big moves. That way, if you do, take a loss. I may go grab a coffee real quick because, like I said, I'm not sure how much trading I want to do for that first 15 to 20 minutes because we got Trump speaking and we got 3-star news at 9:45 this morning. All right. Like I said, guys, be careful this morning because, like I said, we do have news this morning, and we got, like I said, Trump speaking today. We got Trump and 3-star news this morning, and right now all your EMAs are smashed together, so you got to see some separation with those things. Now, if I get the inside bar in the first 30 minutes, I will take that on my 25K funded account. So, patience, 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 guys. Look at this thing, just wicking you on both sides, guys. Maybe we can push above the 20s here or something. Kind of find some support up here above the 25,000s. I think you got highs sit. Well, man, you got those all-time highs sitting at 26. See, that's even scary to try to get high long up there. So, really need to see a deep pullback, then kind of push back up to take those highs up. Because I don't know. All-time highs are always super risky, guys. Super risky. It's so hard to kind of say what's going to go on. And like I said, we could chop around for the next 20 minutes because we got 9:45. We got 3-star news, and also at 9:50 we have President Trump speaking. And I think later today around lunchtime we have Powell speaking too. So a lot of people speaking that usually influences the market movement. We're going to stick it on a eval for right now, so you don't want to accidentally hit the button. All right, where do we go today? Like I said, it's always kind of, whoa, oh, never mind. Yeah, we got highs sitting about that 30 level. So I don't know. I feel like we could definitely take out the highs. I mean, the market's been kind of weird about that lately, though. You would think that, we're going to take out the London high or the Asia high, and it seemed like it just barely moves up and not take it. Kind of like this. So if you were trading that overnight session, like, oh, we're going to take out the overnight highs from yesterday or overnight highs from yesterday. Literally, we just miss it by the 4 points and it sells all the way back down. Maybe we lose 90, maybe get another push down into the 50s here. See if this holds, what, 95? Well, where do we got the lows at? Where could we possibly go today? So looks like we're already kind of at the lows from overnight. What, 75, something like that. If we break that 75, you could get a pretty big, nice wick bounce here off of the 40s. Got this big wick sitting here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at wrong screen. So Might be able to take a nice little long off of that wick. Be careful if you're in a trade. Like I said, you got 6 minutes left before news. So this is one of these mornings. If you're going to trade early, take your profit. You don't want to get caught in 3-star news and this thing goes up and down 50 points. To me, the ES is looking a little bit more bullish. ES could possibly push up. We got a lot of triple equal highs sitting up at 56. Like I said, if you ever want to stay safe trading, do not trade whenever the 3 EMAs, which is the 9, the 21, and 50, are smashed together. Whenever they're smashed together, this is the price action you're going to get. Where, those EMAs are like a magnet. Basically, you got to get some separation between those EMAs. And that way you can get the pullback and maybe get the, your bear flags and bull flag type setups. So we could definitely anticipate a small little bounce off of the 40 here. We got a big wick sitting at 40. Ooh. Man, I really wanted to take that trade on the eval, but man, it would have to be quick because it's news. News is so close. Yeah. It looks like it hit this wick for, well, took out those wicks there, but they got another wick sitting at 43. Is that the 43? Yeah. Let's see if we can get another little quick push to 40 here and bounce here off the 40. So it swept that 43 that we were talking about with that big wick. It's just so close to news that I'm not going to mess with this. That's just asking to get damaged. Where can we go? Like, if the news hits, let's see, we just hit these wicks. Could we go all the way down to the whole number this morning? I wouldn't mind getting a trade off of that. That would be a nice little setup too. Getting a trade off those 24 900s. Damn it, I missed the dial. All right, hopefully news doesn't do much. See if we get back above that 60. At least the news didn't do a whole lot here to kind of mess with the charts. Let's pull 50% of this candle real quick. So we hit the 50% mark. So we're about to have that first inside bar possible. We've got 2.5 minutes left. I definitely like to the downside. I like that we cleared the 50% of this bar and we're pushing back down. See if that holds up. Uh, the only thing that sucks is we got Trump speaking in 2 minutes, and all it takes, just like him, is Powell to say something to make the market go insane. Man, that's a big old inside bar candle. That's like a 30-point candle. So stuff like that would make me super nervous. Mm. All right. Ooh, this is scary. Mm-mm-mm. And see, now we have Trump speaking, so I don't know how safe this is going to be. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to. I don't know if I'm gonna take this first inside bar. I don't think the first bump. I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens because like right now it's I hate that it's going into like the 9 EMA. It's going into the 90 there. So we're going to be super cautious. I mean, the ES looks super bullish. Still got the inside bar. Mm. No, I don't like that. We're going to go to break even. Yeah, because it could retrace. I'm going to wait till it breaks the 40. There's a big wick sitting at 40. Ah. I don't like that 40, so I was being cautious with that 40. Maybe, let me see if it can hit it a few more times. You wanted to see the 60s hold. If this like I said, we're trying to limit our risk. No more than hopefully $50 on this trade. Because that 40 level, I know there's a big wick sitting at that 40. I'm hoping this second push will get us through there. No, damn it. Keeps getting stuck at that 40. And that's the one that we talked about too, is that it's got a big wick sitting on 40. All right, one more push here. Oh. When it goes, it's going to probably go. You just have to sit through all this crap. Try it one more time. As long as this area 43 holds, we'll jump back in. If 43 fails, I'll close this trade. Damn it. This bottom is my line in the sand here. I don't have it marked on this screen. 43 is my line in the sand, guys. So we're going to risk like 30 bucks here. Oh, come on. What is up with this price action, dude? Come on. This 10 points just a pain in the ass. There we go. Holy crap, man. That was tough. All that, what it is, we have so much. If you pull the 5-minute over, this is what was scaring me. All this right here, all this jumbled mess. And you can see we're still struggling. Look, damn it. I should have just probably took my 10 points. It still can't get out of that area. Damn it. Oh well. I thought I was gonna make enough to push over that 26,000, but we didn't. If I can find maybe one little spot with a micro or two, maybe we'll do that or something. Maybe if we print back below those 40s, then maybe we can look for another short here. Still got about 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle here. I was hoping this would close a little bit higher up here. I like to see it close around this 40 level or 43 level here, because that's the close of a 15-minute candle, and we're just started a new 15-minute candle. That's why we say we were holding that 43-month line in the sand this morning. All right. This gold's dumping, so I wonder if gold's moving down. I wonder if that means a lot of times that the NQ's moving up. Maybe a push to the 80s here. Waiting to see if we can get below that 43 level. Yeah. This maybe where we can push up to those 80s here. We got equal high sitting at 70 here. Trump is speaking, guys, so be careful if you're trading. Yeah, I think I was considering trying to take those long up to these equal highs up here. If it looks, we got equal highs sitting at 70 something. I was trying to see if I could grab like 2 points with a couple micros, but I think we're just going to stick out and just be happy with my little struggle buzz 10-point move, which was like tough to get. It took me like 2 or 3 entries because I didn't trust it this morning, man. Between that news and Trump, it was tough. Let's see. Maybe we'll do 1 micro. I don't know. We'll do 2. I want to do 2. Right now, we're up $80 on the funded account. That little 15-minute range is sitting at the 43 there. So that's why if I can make it where I can like use that 15-minute range of support. Maybe we need to take out these equal highs first, sitting at 70. I don't see how we don't move back up there and take out these equal highs, though. Right now, we just got some pretty ugly candles on the 5-minute chart. So this is the 5-minute chart you're looking at, and it's pretty bad. It's just all wick. So, oh, you didn't take you didn't take your no profit off of that if you got short. What did it? That's scary being in that short now, especially with Trump speaking. But it's also at that 15 minutes. Are you short from the inside bar or are you short from the 15-minute breakout? Because that 15-minute breakout is also sitting there at the 43. That's why I was using 15, that 43 area as a kind of a support while ago, where I was like, if it comes back above, gets back above 50 or 43, we're going to probably shut it down. What kind of risk are you using, Mo? Are you just in there with like a few micros or something? Okay. How many mics are you in for? I do like the downside. I mean, I just feel like we could possibly take out these equal highs. I mean, I feel like this looks like a kind of like a little lower high bear flag breakout possible. But I just know we have those equal highs sitting at, that's something you just got to be aware of. We got equal highs sitting at 72. So I want to take this short, but that also kind of scares me a little bit. Outside bar. I guess everybody's just kind of sitting on the sidelines since President Trump is speaking. So, it seemed like we're just dead. We're kind of dead at the moment, guys. Technically one trade, but we did enter multiple times with this funded account a while ago. We were being super cautious because, like I said, we had all those wicks down there, so I was super cautious about it. So I was hoping we would get the follow through down to the whole number, down to the 10 or even the 900, but we did not get it. So we only took that for $80 on that last funded trade for 10 points. I feel like I was lucky to get 10 points out of that. That was rough. I was so cautious just because I didn't trust it still. Anytime you're trading these inside bars, you definitely want to use, uh, kind of look where it's at and what it's heading into. And today it was heading into a bunch of wicks. So that's why, like I said, we were being super careful. It was in this mess right here. Oh, goodness. All right, we're about to have a new 5-minute bar here. Maybe if the ES can break 50 over here, push back down to sell side down at 47, we may get another little push. ES is in a very tight range right now. Pretty much all night. If you kind of look to the left on the ES, I mean, besides one little dip, we have been stuck in this range all night long. Like I said, you do have equal highs sitting at 72, so it's hard to believe that the market doesn't want to run those 72s before we, if we're going to move down, I feel like it needs to run those 72s first. Maybe hit that 73 up there at the that 21 EMA, possibly at 73. So usually in the past, whenever the market's real choppy, like when Trump is speaking, it seemed like as soon as he stops speaking, you can get like some big moves. We get back above those 50s, maybe this will carry us down. I mean, it. So ES is kind of making a push for that buy side down there at 47. So you kind of want to see what happens with 47 because it could hit that 47 and reject and go all the way back up. So just be aware of that. And there's your entry. So where we're bouncing at now is also the bottom of that 15 minutes candle there at 43. So I guess it'd be similar like playing your 15-minute breakout, but as you can see, it's just hovering around it for the last, 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's probably. I mean, you can always re-enter. It's sometimes just better to. I don't have no issues with re-entering. I'll do that in a heartbeat instead of sitting through some of this crap. We're about to have a new 5 minute candle, so I don't know if the 5 minute can print below that 15 minute opening range. We got 40 seconds left on it. If we re-enter, it's only going to be with 2 micros, so very very small risk. At the most, we'll risk $40, and if it's a loss, that'll be the last funded trade as far as the this goes. There's the 15 minute or break. Let's see if we pull back there for real quick. Ah. You want to see that 43 kind of hold here. He's holding. Hmm. 50% pullbacks here at the 50s. So. So we did run the 50% of that candle. Whew. My goodness, what a rip back up, guys. The ES is like, the NQ is like, let me go get my equal highs that we left back up there. This thing is just trapping both sides, guys. Oh, my goodness. This thing is just being evil today. All right. So it definitely looks like it wants those equal highs sitting up there at 69.72. Dude, this thing just blasted back up. Insane. That was gold, guys. That was a sim account too. We've just been practicing with gold. So let's see. We can watch it from. Another little inside bar. Dude, I cannot believe how choppy it is today. This is some horrible price action, man. I was thinking the price action was going to be so much better this week, but man, starting the week out has been horrible. Maybe it'll get better as the week goes on. We just don't want to dig ourselves in a hole. Then what profit we make on, say, Thursday and Friday, we have good profit. Then we're just making back our losses from Monday and Tuesday. That's basically what happened to me last week. I was red Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I had some fairly good trading days on Thursday, Friday, but all I was doing was making back my losses. So what's gonna suck? It's gonna like fake you out so many times on this downside that when it goes, if it moves down, when it goes, it's gonna go, and all you can do is sit there and watch it because most of the time that's what happens. Because what it is, we're just banging those wicks right now. That's all we're doing is just banging those wicks till we take out those wicks. Oh, it looks like my gold trade may be a fail here. I almost need to, let's see. Like I said, this is a sim account. We're kind of messing. We've been messing around with gold a little bit, but we're just kind of practicing off to the side. Dude, another inside bar. Let's see, is the gold gonna... We could get stopped out on our gold trade up there. What's up, Solo? It's been a pretty tough morning so far. I mean, we are in the green, but it was an ugly trade. Trust me, it was nothing to write home about. I entered it multiple times because I was super nervous about entering just because how choppy we've been, and we had a lot of wicks to the left. So it's been definitely a tough and patient morning. No eval trades. We made $80 on the funded. I was hoping that would push me over the 26,000, but looks like we're about $50 short or $25 short or something like that. I feel like when this thing just rips, it's going to rip one way or the other, and all we can do is sit here and watch. So I was hoping since Trump's done, I just don't see how we don't take, you would think that we would take out these equal highs sitting up at 72, but man, getting there has just been a straight battle. Woo, look at the gold. Is my gold trade going to bang? Come on. Oh, did it take all my... Did I hit everything already? I thought I had it spread out a little bit. Why did all my contracts get popped off? Did I not separate them right? Oh, I know what's wrong. All right, just watching. Oh no, we're back in the red on the sim. Hopefully everybody is able to escape this morning so far without any big losses. Just minimize your losses this morning if, unless you're able to at least get a few little points here and there. That's pretty much all we've gotten. We haven't got anything big. I was hoping for another setup for our other funded account, but we only have about 20 more minutes. Then after that, there's probably not going to be anything. So it looks like if NASDAQ goes up, gold goes down. Up there's them equal highs. It took long enough to get up there. It good old. It didn't let us down. We knew they were going to get them. It's just how we get there. Goodness. It was just a battle just trying to get there. Woo. Let's see what's going over here on gold. Real quick, my gold trade. Solo, have you taken any trades this morning? I didn't know if you took that 15-minute range, or did you get you another elite trader account? So definitely this morning, definitely have been just trying to say super patient, guys. This price action sucks. There's no reason to try to trade something that you're just going to get chopped up. We did take a gold trade. I was trading him back out of this gap here. So just want to make sure I watch that, because if we do hit it, I want to go to break even. Look at there. We took out them equal highs and dumped. And we still got that 15-minute wick, or bottom of that 15 minutes, sitting at 43 down there. What time is it? Got about 10 more minutes. I don't think we're going to get any kind of setup for our other fundeds that look like it. I was still looking for like maybe a possible, like a little 10-point scalp or something with a few micros. See if we can get through these 43s. Nope. That 43 that you just saw the bounce at, that's the bottom of your 15-minute candle from 45 to 8 o'clock. Well, from 9:45 to 10 o'clock. Did I get stopped out? No, no. Oh. No, I still didn't hit my thing yet. Sorry, I'm just checking that real quick. Come on, we're going to break this 43. Still got 2 minutes left on the candle. I really don't want to jump in on a candle straight down because more than likely it's going to have to pull back. I mean, it's kind of bouncing there at that 43 level. I would think if 43 can hold here. Nope, damn it. Wouldn't mind this last little bit of this 5-minute candle push down here and close before the below the 43s here. No. That sucks. I was really hoping this thing would close below that 43 level. Maybe. My gold looks like my. So apparently Trump is still speaking. So I think until Trump is done, we may just continue just chopping back and forth. Maybe we're gonna finally get below that 43 level. We're doing our best today to not to overtrade, guys. I mean, really, that's the goal lately, is just to focus on not taking a lot of unnecessary trades. Because this is the type price action that if you get in the red, it can just really just jack up your accounts trying to get this crap back. It can just ruin your whole day. If I switch over to my eval, we'll probably get a trade. That's how it goes. We're kind of getting past that. All right, we only got about 5 minutes left. We're going to try not to trade any fundeds after the 10 o'clock hour. Woo. So why are you a full porting solo? I mean, is that just something you do every night? You just full port? Huh. Oh, goodness. If the ES can get back above the 50s, let's see where the NQ can get back up, maybe back above the 80s. Dude, the YM just went straight up this morning. We got about 10 more minutes before, or 4 or 5 more minutes before the 11 o'clock hour. I've never tried full porting the overnight stuff. Okay, so it's a all or nothing type trade. Like there's no stop loss. It's like I'm thinking it's either going to go this way or it's not going to go this way. So it's like one of those type things. That's pretty wild. I honestly still like the shorts. All right. It's looking pretty. I mean, we've had multiple candles look like this and just get stuck. I want to see a 5 minute print below that 43. Let me see where I'm at on this funded account. What are we sitting at? 857. So we still need about another $800-900 to pass. Well, about another what? $600 to pass. Man, 15 seconds left. Come on, print below there. 10 seconds. Want to see it print below that 43. If we do decide to take a trade, like I said, it's going to be an eval trade. I don't think we're going to get any more funded trades today. Kind of, oh damn it, we print right above that damn thing. All right, maybe this will finally be the sell down. Still going to be cautious, guys, because we did not get the 50% pullback on that candle. So just got to be aware of that. Still a little bit on the red on the gold trade. Gonna have some bad thunderstorms today. Hopefully, if my power cuts out so randomly, I mean we're just having thunderstorms here. So Got another 15 minutes also sitting at the 36s there. I don't know if we can last out this 2-minute candle, this 5-minute candle here. So hopefully it's not just a boner straight down, that we can finally print below all of this stuff and find support at that 15-minute opening range sitting at the 43s. All right, we got 1 minute left. I'm hoping this next candle get a 50% pullback. All right. Oh, you need 15 trading days. All right, so we're about to have a new candle here. We got 40 seconds. I mean, this 5-minute candle has been a grind. I like to see it stay below the 43s. Oh, don't pull back now. Come on, hold. No. What the crap? Oh my goodness, man. We just cannot print below that 15-minute candle. Come on, 10 seconds left. Push down there. This way we have a little candle we can bump on at the bottom of the 15 minutes. Damn it. It literally printed right there, almost on the top of that. That was insane. Damn it. Man. Oh, is that 15 days of trading? I don't know. I honestly don't even think about how many days I need trading solo. I try not to think about it because I don't like to have that pressure. You know, I just trade it. Some of my accounts have taken forever to even get close to payout. Man, I was really hoping we'd get a close below that 15-minute candle here. We're still in that gold trade. So like I said, we're probably not going to be looking for any more funded trades today. I think that 11 o'clock is going to be my cutoff time. So I'm hoping this prints below these 15-minute opening range gap and maybe get another little retest or 50% of this candle right here that's kind of pushing down at the moment. Man, look at that pullback on that. That is an insane pullback. Mm. Maybe I'll get the short signal over here on the ES. If a short pops off, I may jump in on a short, depending on what happens with the ES here. Got back below that sell side at 44 on ES. $40 seconds left here. See what happens. 35 seconds for this candle to print. Like I said, any trade taken from here is just going to be a eval trade. Two seconds. Yeah. All right, guys, if you're just joining us, like I said, we've been just pretty much watching price action. Price action's been pretty tough to watch. So just one funded trade today for 80 bucks. I think it took us like 2 entries just because I was entering super cautious today. This red you see up here, that's a sim account, basically a paper trade on gold because I've been messing around a little bit with gold. But it looks like I should close it because we've already lost the area that I was trying to hold, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's back above that gap because I thought we would. So it's actually going to probably be a losing trade for the gold. Here you almost need to get above the 60s here. That's kind of where we've been bouncing between the 60s and what 30s. So just pretty much like a 30-point range for most of the morning here. All right, so it looks like our gold got stopped out. Yeah, let me click on it one more time. I think it did. Yep, it's about to get stopped. So the gold trade was a fail this morning. If we can close above 60, might look for an eval trade. But we could hit 74. Looks like we're about to get a little print above that 60. ES could, or the NASDAQ could run up to 86 or so before we kind of run into some kind of resistance here. All right, here comes the new candle. I want to see that 50% hold of that candle. Boy, this thing. What's up? What's up, Outer? Sorry about that. I wasn't looking at my chat there. I was kind of, I guess, focused on the charts over here. Man, I was hoping that we would stay above these 60s. Maybe this will be the run above, back above 60s here. See if that 50% holds here of the candle. We'll risk $50 on the eval. Or actually $40. Sorry, $40, not. I was looking for 69 to get hit. Remember, guys, this is eval only. I don't recommend funded accounts with this type of price action just because it's so choppy right now. And I'm actually just going to stay in this for 3 points. Actually, I'm going to risk $30 just because this crap is so crappy, choppy right now. Still just won't go. So 3 points is in this for 3 points. Super small, $30. Above 65, we'll go to break even. I'm looking for that 69 to get hit. I hope I got enough room to get that 69. You got that 50 EMA sitting up there. That's also 50% of the total move at 69. And it may just come back and just hit it for break even. That's okay. I'd rather just get a break even trade and just try a little eval trade here. Because we could reject off that 69. But we also got that wick sitting at 75. So it'd be nice if we rerun that 75 wick up there. Damn it. Looks like it's going to come back and get us. You want to see 62 hold. If 62 probably starts losing, we probably are going to pull back. So we're bouncing off that 62. And now we got to get through 65. If we break 65, I would hope that we continue higher. We're still banging that 62 level. Oh, damn it. New candle. That's going to suck. We got to pull back 50% of this candle. Damn it. Looks like it's going to get us. It'll probably have to pull back 50% of the candle. That's usually what happens on these big candles like this. Let me see where that 50% is at on this candle. Back to 60. All right, let's see if we hold there. All right, we'll stay in this for 3 points on the 60 bounce. May get stopped out for 4 points here. All right, we thought we'd give it a little whirl with the eval there. So we're going to be in the hole $34. I thought that was 50% of the move is 60. It's still bouncing off that 60 level. Did I not have it in my thing the right? I don't know if I had it in the right place or not. It's still hitting off that 50% mark. How big was your loss today, Outer? Did you keep your loss fairly small today because of this price action? Watch this stuff move on up and hit our 10 points. What time is it? 11:30? Now that it stopped me out for my small loss, it'll probably hit that 70 target up there, or 69. If it wasn't so choppy, we might have considered a bigger stop loss, but being as choppy it is today, we were just trying to keep it small. Because we can always re-enter and get 30 bucks back. 30 bucks is not a terribly big loss or anything. Still looking for that 69 to get hit. Oh, there it goes. See, I think I had my stop loss in the wrong spot. I was trying to be below that 50% on the Fibonacci. Oh, let me see. See, I think I did because I was trying to hold up 50% of that candle. So, yeah, I had my stop loss in the wrong spot. So it should have been right below 58 and not that 59.60. That's the thing about when you're trading these 5-minute candles a lot. You gotta make sure you look for that 50% mark on a pullback. Let's see if maybe we get another 50% pullback. Maybe. Nice 10-point bounce off of that 50% mark. That 69 is your 50% total move of the day. I still like the longs here if the 60s can hold. There's a lot of support sitting at the 60s. And that's only if we can stay above the 60s. Hmm. Yeah, I know. It's the price action is so bad to solo today. I'm just trying to get out of it and survive. It was an eval. I mean, I know being an eval, I definitely should have left it just because it was an eval. But I'm just trying to survive the day without any kind of big loss. I mean, really, this is not the best price action to be trading, and I know that. So that's why I just trying to keep our losses super small. So we're still $800 in the profit total on the account. So we just don't want to dig ourselves a big hole. I still like the longs above 60. If 60 can hold, we're about to have a new candle print here. I don't see how we don't run these wicks up here at. I feel like we could push up to 85 next, or at least 80, 85, 86. So let's see what happens with this next candle around the 60 level. All right, this will be my last trade of the day here. I'm probably going to get off after this one just because the price action is so horrible today. I was seeing if this would go back up to the highs, but I don't know if it will. Like I said, I was hoping if we stayed above the 60, we'd make another push up there to the 80s, but it doesn't look like we're going to get up there. Ah, damn it. Oh, well. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. So, like I said, I was hoping that would hold for us. But we are green in the funded. Like I said, that's always the goal, just to stay green on the funded. The eval is going to be a little bit of red today. Not too bad. So we're still up $700. My paper trade gold trail trade failed today too. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully tomorrow I can stay on later. I don't have anything I have to do. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will talk to you guys